He's alive! Alright, who's ready to have some fun with my new toy? So, those of you who did not see my previous video, this is a vacuum chamber that literally sucks all the air out. So it's pretty much like space. It's out in space. There's no molecules, no air in there to put pressure against things, which causes a lot of unique things to happen. So let's get started right now. Here we go. All right, I'm experimenting right with y'all. This is bubble wrap. Y'all see comes in a lot of stuff. I don't know what's going to happen here. I have not tried a lot of these things I have not done. I'm doing them for the first time. But let me shut the valve here. So it starts to blow up here now. Now the air is being released. The air inside those bubbles is getting bigger, as you see. Whoa. I don't know if they'll pop or not. Let's see what happens here. They're getting pretty good size, that's for sure. Uh-oh. They're popping. Sound like popcorn. The air inside of those things is exploding to the point that it can't handle it anymore. It's letting the air out of the back of the little holders right there. Look at that. That is crazy. All right, let's let the air back in. Y'all ready? Let's cut the pump off. I don't know what will happen here, but air's flowing in there. They'd already blown everything out, so there's pretty much no reaction once you put the air back in, but pretty cool how they blew up. All right, for the next experiment, we're going to test Einstein's theory of relativity. Y'all have probably all heard that a steel ball and a feather will fall at the same speed if there's nothing in the atmosphere, right? We're going to test that right now. I don't have a steel ball and a feather, but we got some a really light piece of some fiber stuff and a steel nut. So we're going to see how they fall before we take the air out and after we take the air out. Let's do it. All right, what I have here is a big heavy-duty magnet, and it's holding this steel nut here with a little thin piece of fiber, right, the little acrylic. And we're going to drop them right now. We'll do it with normal, and then we'll do it with the vacuum. Here we go. All right, the picture on the left is in normal atmospheric conditions. The picture on the right is when I got a vacuum on it, and check it out. As you can see, the one on the right falls at the same speed. It's just a little tiny screen piece, and it's falling at the same speed as that nut. Pretty cool. All right, what we have here in the vacuum changer is a bowl of regular water, and it's at room temperature. Now, as we take the air off around it, it will actually boil. Water will boil at a lower temperature the higher you go up in altitude. On top of Mount Everest, it boils at 154 degrees. Now, we're going to be going higher than that in the atmosphere because we're going to take all the oxygen out. Let's crank this thing up right now. Here we go. All right. It's slowly going down. We're going up in altitude basically right now. And what it will start doing once it gets to a certain point, you'll start to see a few little bubbles starting to form in the bottom of that bowl. And the higher we go up, you'll see it start to boil. Water boil right here on my counter at room temperature. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, get ready. I think it's just getting ready to start right now. I got a lot of water in there. Probably shouldn't have put that much water in there. But here we go. It's slowly going up. I see a few little bubbles starting to form. It's actually starting to boil just a little bit. It's starting to boil. Look at the little bubbles forming on the side right there. It's going to start going here in just a second. Look at that. The pressure around that water is decreasing dramatically right now as we go along here. Here we go. It's going to boil. It will totally boil away if we let it stay on. Uh-oh. Now we're really starting to get into it. That water is starting to boil like crazy now. Look at that. Big bubbles coming up. Boiling water at room temperature. Is that cool or what? I love it. All right, in this first experiment, we have a marshmallow snowman right there. And what we're going to do is cut the vacuum pump on. What should happen is he should start blowing up because he's got little air molecules in him, and as the air gets released around him, he should get bigger. Are y'all ready? I think he's starting to grow. The Marshmallow Man is growing in size. Check it out. He's getting big. He's getting bigger. All right, he's grown twice his normal size. We're going to let the air back in there. Watch him. Here he goes. He's going to shrink back down. Woo! And there he goes. Look at him. He's crushing down because we expanded the air inside of him. He's less than what he started with now. All right, what we have here is a partially blown up balloon. As we cut this pump on, it will be taking the air pressure away from the outside of the balloon. The balloon still has the same pressure inside, so what you'll see is the balloon starting to blow up. Here, let me cut the valve on. I didn't cut the valve on there. Here we go. All right, as you see, she's starting to blow up and getting bigger. The air pressure around it is getting less and less, and the balloon is getting bigger and bigger. And it's getting pretty good size, isn't it? Whoa. That is definitely blowing up pretty good size. More than I thought it would. Holy smoke, it's going to fill the whole chamber up. We're not even there yet. The whole chamber's going to get full. Holy smoke. I had to move back a little further here. He's on hitting both sides of the wall now. That's pretty cool. But there's no pressure. The pressure on the outside is going away, but you still have pressure inside. With no outside pressure, it's pushing against everything there and coming right out. That is crazy. Pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and shut the pump off and let the air back in. Y'all ready? And he's back down to normal. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right, I'm having a blast with my new toy here, and I got some really more cool experiments coming up with it later, so stay tuned. Appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. You see some more toys later on. Stay tuned.